Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I'm Tiffany, and I want to welcome you into my garden. Well, I have been gone for a week, and yesterday, my first day back home, it was a ton of rain, hard rain, moving sideways, light rain. It rained like 3 times just in that one day, and I was told that while I was gone there was a good amount of rain as well. On top of that, I had my sprinkler system on, so this yard got watered pretty good, I guess is a good word to say, while I was gone. Hopefully not too much, but I'm afraid probably so. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of walk the yard today, see what it looks like, see what I lost, what's doing good, what needs to be pruned, any work I need to do, things like that. So I'm gonna take you along with me as I walk the garden and see what it looks like after a week of me being gone. So let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm starting here in the backyard. I moved all of my pots. This particular pot here with the impatiens I brought back yesterday. I had it behind the garage where there's mostly shade, but all the other pots I sat out so that the sprinkler system could water them. But here in the front, everything looks pretty good, even though I still haven't put my grasses in the ground here. Yeah, I need to get that done. It's looking pretty good. The small seedlings are growing, doing good. So I would say this particular verbena here is struggling, and I've got weeds, which of course, here's a seedling in here, getting ready to put on some blooms. But yeah, as you would expect, some weeds coming up. The celosia is growing well. Boxwoods look good. There's a lot of blooms on the Miss Lemonabelias over here. When I got home, and I looked out the window that morning because I got home late at night, but as you can see, I'm kind of in the light there, but you can see this Jubilation Gardenia has a ton of blooms on them. And I just noticed right away, a lot of things have really grown tall. The roses look good. Got a few weeds, a lot of edging to do. Weeds over here. I lost a couple of the pentas here, and of course, again, weeds. The roses are hanging in there, but this lily is struggling. Hibiscus are growing. If we come around to this bed, there's a few weeds in here. I've got a lot of little suckers growing on the bottom of my orange tree, and I need to restake it. You can kind of see that. But I've lost 1, 2, let's see, this one is almost completely gone, so we'll call it 3, and that one 4, with a ton of weeds with it. This Eugenia is coming back pretty good. So far it looks like I'm gonna need to pull weeds, but the roses have not completely died off. This lily is doing really good and has a couple of big juicy fat buds on it. This Italian cypress is really growing tall. It is now taller than the fence. Wow. Okay, the miniature roses still doing good. The zinnia seedlings are growing well. That is looking good. And before I left, let me show you before we come out of the why do I keep calling it different names? The bedroom garden. I planted these ground covers before I left. These are called actinias. There are some weeds in here that I will get, but these are ground covers that grow about 6 to 8 inches wide and tall, and they have these little gorgeous red flowers. And I planted 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here. Let's see. There are spider webs everywhere. The lemon ball sedums are doing great. Let's see if we can get this spider web. I hate walking into spider webs, and there's 2 of them. All right. As you can see, my iceberg rose tree here is full of roses, but it is leaning. I need to get it situated better on the stake. Look at the African basil. It has completely covered up my strawberry pots. While we're here, let's head into the vegetable garden. Ton of habaneros growing. The back are red habaneros. The front is an orange habanero. Tika is having a showdown with the squirrel. No, no, Tika. No, no. There are the squirrels. Let's get back down to the vegetables. We've got the kale, turnips, collards. They're coming. The mustards are doing great. The spinach started coming up and then went away. We've got more bell peppers coming. The carrots are probably ready to be pulled, those that survived. Let's come a little closer. The tomatoes have been doing great. We've got different sized tomatoes that are growing in here, small ones and then medium-sized ones. The honeysuckle is doing great in this pot. I don't even bother to water it. Now, the problem that I'm having is, as you can see, the ivy and things that are growing along my neighbor's garage is just getting out of hand. I'm going to have to ask him if he's willing to do something, because this is just way too much right now. All right, let's head out. And let's walk the rest of the garden. This little section here of weeds, I had asked my husband to take care of that for me while I was gone. Just this little bitty old section. And I told him that it would get out of hand if it's not addressed. And he didn't get to it. There are spider webs everywhere this morning. My bergamot is kind of laying to the side. Angeloni is doing good. I've got cute little flowers here. The thyme is doing good. Look at the sombrero echinacea or coneflower. This one is starting to produce buds. It hasn't reached the height yet of the other one, but it's getting there. The scaevola is looking good. Of course, there are weeds showing up. Oh, you know what? This pentis is struggling. So we'll see what we can do about that. The lovage that I planted here is just completely missing. It's like it was never there. The only thing that is here is the tag. It's just completely disappeared. But other than that, everything over here looks good. The Meyer lemon, as you saw when I walked by, has gotten really tall. All right. Let's back up. Miss Lemonabelias, the salvias that were planted are all looking good. These big, gorgeous flowers on the Rudbeckia. The Rudbeckia that I planted here is doing good. The echinacea has finally opened up. It's got a bunch of blooms. The asclepia that I moved here and planted is doing great. I have another set of scaevola here that's doing good. The Mexican heather is doing good. And so is the portulaca. Purple fountain grass is doing good. The seedling of my zinnia full of buds and is growing. I will fill these other empty spots with the other seedlings. This purple fountain grass is doing great as well. This plumbago is slow, but it's coming. And one other thing I want to show you, the seedlings that I took of the salvia from the other side of the yard. Look how much it has grown just from the week I've been gone, and it has buds on it. It's making flowers. And these smaller ones are really coming along there as well. So let's head into the courtyard garden. And of course I have to knock down more spider webs. So I started working back here before I left, and I got mulch down on one side. Look at how this clematis is growing. Look at that already. And of course, the honeysuckle as well. The lower petalum is looking good. Everything looks good here. The reed grass, the begonias made it. I've got a part of that purple fountain grass that broke off right there. It's doing great. This is the new section with the drain. We don't have dirt in there, but we've got leaves, which we expect that we'll always have to pull leaves out because of the tree. We've got the lantana starting to bloom. It's got these gorgeous pink flowers. And this is the bed, and this side I have to address with mulch. Got to clean up over here, but everything's looking good back here so far. And we've got this section filled in, which it was not before. So we've got fresh gravel there and there. And we've got little Miss Tika right here, staring down the squirrels. All right, I want to point out, which I know you noticed earlier, my pots here. This is what I do when I'm traveling so that they can be watered. I bring the pots out, and this herb has some gorgeous little yellow flowers coming up on it. And the other pots are here, so all of these have to be put back in place. See that? And the basket here. So that's what I do with my pots. I just kind of line them up where they can be watered out in the garden. So now let's take a look at the driveway and the front yard now. All right, guys, I am out here on the driveway looking at the driveway beds, and over here everything looks really good. Not a lot of weeds, but I did lose a couple of the grasses that I planted over here, as you can see. Those have made it, but the showstopper, look at this, and look how huge this is. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Limelight hydrangeas blooming and growing in hot, humid Texas. Zone 9B, and they are growing. Look at that. The lantana's coming along. My rose is doing good. Even the one that got covered up by all of the mirrors and drywall and stuff when we were remodeling, this side of it is producing some blooms. I see some weeds. Now look at the white sun patience, gorgeous. And of course this limelight is doing great as well. Look at that, this is so pretty. The hydrangea is kind of hidden underneath there. Maybe it needs to be moved over more to this little empty space here so it'll have more room. The hibiscus doing great. As always, the Super Bina Pink Cashmere is performing. But look how big the green coleus has gotten. And while I was gone, my agapanthus all bloomed, so I missed it. But look at that green coleus. And here are the New Guinea impatiens filling in and starting to touch each other as I had hoped. There's the other green. There are the dark night coleus. And you may notice among the dark night coleus that I planted last year, seedlings are coming up. See that darker one and the light green ones with the red in the center? Those are seedlings from the ones I planted last year. The Stella Deora lilies are done. My garden flag was blown from the heavy winds yesterday. But let's come over here. All of the grasses, I noticed the solid green ones and the variegated are all showing their white flowers. You'll notice weeds up in here. This agapanthus is losing the last of its leaves. Look at the New Guineas, all touching now, nice and full. It's filling in nicely. And the green and creamy white coleus. This ligustrum needs to be pruned. It has gotten crazy since I left. But the baby Superbena is really starting to spread its wings, and I can clearly see that I need to prune the Superbena on the inside because it's overtaking the Dark Night Coleus. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 5. I'm not seeing one. So we'll get these pruned up. The Italian cypress is finally starting to grow over here. It gets more shade. And the circle beds. Let's take a look at the other. Well, guys, looks like everything for the most part, except for just the verbena in the back. We have 4 in the circle bed, 1 near the front that seems to have been lost. But we've got some gorgeous blooms on these limelight hydrangeas. I just have to turn and get one more look at it and the white sun patience. This is so pretty. Wow. And I can't wait for those taller boxwoods to grow. So let's head back into the garden. The other thing I forgot to show you guys before we headed out to the front is this. This Eugenia was not this tall when I left. This is crazy. It is just amazing how a week can make a difference. Just 7 days. And even this one that was really small, look at it. But through it all, this baby birds of paradise is just thriving. I can't wait for it to get to the point where it starts producing flowers. So guys, that's kind of a look at what the garden looks like after being gone for a week. So we need to put these pots back and do some pruning and weeding and get the rest of the mulch out. All right, beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm glad that I didn't lose a lot of stuff. All right, guys, well, that was a little bit of a morning garden walk just so we could see what survived, if anything died, what the garden looks like, are the weeds bad, all of that stuff that you have to worry about when you travel for, you know, a week or two. I was gone for 7 days and things have just exploded. They're blooming and big. Those limelight hydrangeas, I just love it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I've got some weeding to do and get my pots back in place, but the garden looks good otherwise. So guys, I'm glad that you joined me on this morning garden walk. We're able to see what everything looks like, and thanks for being in the garden with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. you.